Say hello. Hey, big stepper like big meat. I was trying to go. All I ever wanted was a black grand national. Yeah, bro. You better run up on me if you do then. All them niggas trying to hate me and them bitches trying to have me. I'm a money man. Yep, I get it from my daddy. Holding ball. Been using. Chasing that man. Been asleep.
What you waiting on, Jay? Get on in there, nigga. In that paint, nigga.
Sullivan's Peach.
Let's call it
Yeah.
what we doing, gang?
Yo, man, they loading up now.
Ish. That boy look happy. Yeah, look happy.
Shit,
Life is good, you know. Red bottles. Tight
trying to make it, man.
ish. Tight ish.
Roll up. I got a little road track. That shit straight. Get off of me, man. Y'all heard me say, you hungry, bro?
How we?
You hungry? Look at that shit, man. Give me that shit. Get off that, bro. Get out of the way. Shit. The little fucking bean bag, man. Damn. Need for the lawn chair in this motherfucker. You playing the same thing?
Yeah, I don't even know how to get to that shit. How you get to that shit?
You got invite, phone.
I don't even know how to get to it.
Go to Quick Play and go to Superstar KO.
Which one we were playing?
It's head to head exhibition, NFL exhibition 2v2.
Gotcha. Damn, that shit ain't even loaded up. Here we go. Head to head NFL exhibition 2v2. Oh, we in there.
you looking at me for, man? Eat your food. Ain't going nowhere.
All right.
Get Saturday?
And
I'm this step I drip when I walk. I bring the pressure and run when I walk. I get the bitch out the Jeep on the walk. Yeah, I jump on the beats and I walk. Slide, keep on sliding, walk. All the keep on down, walk. Spin around, walk. Step down, walk. Hellcat came with the sauce. What's on me must be low. They to be cold at the box. Get the paint, make that eat close. We had toast. Get some of my niggas that froze. Checks in the office. I play defense and offense.
what offense playbook you want? Let me get that Kansas City. You picked them. All right.
So much lifting, and I gotta work in this video that make no sense. Man, put that shit on play, man. Who's the good guy this whole game? His quarterback was going crazy. Always the quarterback with them hairlines, bro. He was checking on injured people, dapping his teammates up, juking people out their shoes, bro.
We are approximately 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, Commanders Field in Landover, Maryland. Here's Austin Seibert now to get this one started. And off we go from Northwest Stadium in Landover. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Purdy going to the air right away. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Rolling to his right. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Purdy looking to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Yeah.
Here's Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. To throw is Daniels. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go now.
Daniels going to throw for it. Towards the end zone for Brown.
No way.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Noah Brown, 39 yards. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
That's embarrassing.
Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Hey.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Here we go. Here we go.
No.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
Now Purdy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Right on the other side of the first down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Ayuk goes in motion. Purdy on 4th down.
Connects with Kittle underneath.
Yes,
He will have
sir.
the conversion and more than that.
And he's going to get it down to the
Talking about
14-yard
swag.
line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a first and goal.
His ass over there.
Purdy on the sneak.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Moody good with the extra point.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Daniels. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
70 Timberwolves.
They go play action. Daniels. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another
Easy money,
interception.
man.
And the Niners will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the... Evades the tackler, and now some space.
On the best of the nation.
49ers.
Good shit, Sweat.
Christian McCaffrey, 55 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
No.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
They ain't got no answer for that shit.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early?
Oh, they quit. That coverage was too much.
Mine. I need this couple crash out boys and I can send a blitz. Bro, and Mary that shit old, bitch. I like Rick. Super. Yep. Pensacola and the one day. Mine.
Ma'am. Yes? You can't go in that church like that. I can't go in the church like what? With your skin all out the shirt. Sir, I'm starting to think you're picking on me. I had shorts on last week, you told me that. Now I got jeans on, and it's still a problem. What's the problem now? I'm covered up. Here, take this shirt and put it on. Take what shirt? This shirt. Well, whose shirt is that? Mine. Oh, my God. Give here, sir, because I need a word. I need a word, sir. I need a word. So you
What
want me to
team?
take your shirt. Put it on, please. Oh, okay, sir. You want me to take your shirt and put it on? Yes. Just to go have church service? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I sure do. Good God Almighty. Oh, no, baby, don't tie that shirt. Loose that shirt, sweetheart. What's the problem? Let's go, baby. Man.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started.
And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Oh, a good-looking return setup here. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Appreciate the support.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They go play action with Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. Oh, some strong running and some room to work.
Oh.
Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 55 yards. And the Eagles need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Damn.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Not stronger than you,
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
God damn.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
Room past the 35.
And all the way up to the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want...
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
They run with a dangerous Saquon
No.
Barkley.
The 20.
Man.
And he is into
Come on.
the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 44 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Here's Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings.
And
I had to get slippery too now.
Down. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And the Niners are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
McCaffrey trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Purdy on the sneak.
And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
taking it in from a yard out.
And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that will get them one closer.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
Coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Second and 10.
Don't touch that. Hey, Silver. Don't touch it.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
Hey, easy, 63, back. Go Silver, ready? Try left, get it. No touch.
They're going to try and throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And all the way down to the 39. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Come on. Let's go.
Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Fred Warner.
To the apartment.
There he goes, left
Good
side.
shit, Swag.
Down the left sideline.
And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And this is now a one-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out.
Stop playing with me.
It in, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it.
Stop playing with me.
They're going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
They start on the ground with and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second down and 4.
Hey, thumbs up, alert it. 73, 73, no touch.
They'll go to Barkley again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
That's right. No touch.
Hurts. They'll roll him out right. That is caught. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
73.
Throwing is Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Barkley.
Oh, we.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Purdy now to throw.
Shit, buddy.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Alpha, alpha, alpha. Great. Set. Crowd left, Yeti. Yeti. Crowd left, Yeti. 63. No touch.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in. And
nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Let's go.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated
Let's go
as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Purdy looking to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down.
They hit the
and
quarterback on the
Let's face it,
street.
they thought they had
fucking off.
but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing here, Purdy.
That shit lad. Triangle. That shit
The
lad.
ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Good shit.
Yeah, they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Decline.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now Moody for the PAT. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Good shit. Good. We here.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Hey, Silver.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I do think that sometimes on 3rd and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play. And he was able to take the short throw and turn it into a big gain and a conversion on 3rd down. That's a big pickup.
A first down carry for Barkley. Down to about the 45. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Easy, 63, bang.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 37 yards. And the Eagles have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in this second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is now 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Purdy. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Shotgun now with Purdy. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jalen Carter in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he misses.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 69 yards. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for two.
Good
I
shit.
think we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for two, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
Let's go.
Complete.
Let's go.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And across the chalk
That's
into
how
the
you
end
eat,
zone.
son.
It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, 67 yards. And the Niners have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Purdy will throw for it.
Good
And
stuff.
he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter.
Bam!
And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts, sliding out of the pocket. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
63.
They go play action with Hurts.
Let's go.
Get a throw away. He's taken down. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Here we go. This is 4th down.
Great. Carl Yetis. Hey, 73. Hey. Don't touch it.
Looking to throw.
Looking here for Smith downfield.
Let's
And
go.
it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Complete out to Samuel with a quick throw. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Good call, bro.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Great, set. 73. No touch.
Back to throw.
This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Crowd left Yeti. Yeti. Crowd left Yeti.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Good shit.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs.
Damn, he
And
fast
he's
as
got it
fuck.
inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs, 50 yards. And the Texans go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Debo Samuel. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this one will kick out of bounds, so they'll hold on to it inside the 10-yard line. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to
boy
go.
kicked that bit out of bounds.
Every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be out right at the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Purdy now to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football back at their own 17. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Yeah, quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. It'll be Joe Mixon, born in nearby Oakley, California. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Hey, Uno more.
Stroud looking to throw. Pass to the sideline.
No!
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Way. I don't want to see a nigga win.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Oh.
And a
Sir.
strong run that time as he's across midfield. And down to the 43.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Back to Mixon on second down.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And that is caught.
Hey, keep letting him drag his
Texans.
feet every time.
Nico Collins.
26 yards.
And the Texans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Purdy looking to throw.
Let's
Left
go.
sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Purdy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now Purdy. Steps away to his left. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Purdy will look to throw again here. This is caught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Here's Purdy.
Yes, go. Way to walk it up the field, Swag.
Juwan Jennings from 3 yards out. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Stroud. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On the quick, right?
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Oh, right. Robin.
Stroud sets up the play action. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Stroud to throw it. Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Tony. Speed left.
And Stroud now to throw.
Let's go.
Oh, it's intercepted.
To the apartment.
A drive killer there. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
To the apartment.
Free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Moody good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
2 more points.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Here we go.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. mixing up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
What's always interesting about situations like this is that in both locker rooms, both staffs were preaching a quick start. One of them actually got it done.
Throwing to start the drive. Purdy.
Let's
he will
go.
find his man Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing on second down. Purdy. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And they get him down at the 1.
Give me my point.
He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
McCaffrey. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Let's go.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Juwan Jennings with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45 out of bounds at the 44.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Now Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Play action. Stroud now.
Oh.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun, Purdy. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Purdy. And his throw here's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's 2nd and 10. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Purdy now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
Escapes the defender,
Damn,
and he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
Out of the gun, Purdy. That is caught, and he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they can.